That seed breaking open underground, those roots stretching out, the structure of that plant forming that will before long push upward through the soil, where everybody will be able to see that new life and the beginnings of fruitfulness in life. And in your spiritual life, in your dreams, in your relationships, the most important developments usually happen invisibly on the inside before they become visible on the outside. 2 Corinthians 4, verse 18 reminds us. It says, "So we fix our eyes not on what is seen with the natural eye, but what is unseen, since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal." And you might be in a season where nothing seems to be happening with the seeds you've planted. And I want to encourage you, my brother. I want to encourage you, my sister. The unseen, invisible work comes before the seen, before the visible fruit. Point number 3 is you have to have seasons. Ecclesiastes 3, verses 1 and 2, and then verse 11 tell us this. There is a time for everything and a season for every purpose or every activity under the heavens, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to uproot. And in verse 11, it says, He has made everything beautiful in its time. God works through those seasons in our lives. There's seed time and harvest. There's summer and winter. And each season has a purpose. Your life and your hope are not in vain because God is at work. We've been referring each week to Genesis chapter 8, verse 22, where God said, "As long as the earth endures, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night will never cease." You know, we want to rush through certain seasons, at least I do, especially when they make us uncomfortable. You know, when it seems like all it's doing is raining all the time, I want to rush through that season. Or when it's a heat wave, I want to rush through that too. When it's too cold, I want to rush then too. But God's timing is perfect. In each season, He sends to us, He's developing something important. Think about winter. Everything seems dead. The leaves fall off the trees. The flowers all seem dead. The ground is brown and hard and nothing is growing. Well, nothing appears to be growing above the ground. However, during the winter, below the surface, the roots are growing, they're spreading out, they're going down deeper, so that when spring comes, the plants can grow up and higher and taller and be more fruitful. Without winter, there are many plants that wouldn't be able to bear fruit in their season. I want you to know that God's timing is on our timing.